Hello everyone. Today we're going to review a movie called Prey. It is a Predator movie, like part of the Predator franchise. And in this movie, Prey, it takes place in America, but in the time of the Native Americans, where it takes up in the time where the Native Americans were kind of like ruling over like much of America, and the French were doing the fur trade in the Americas. And in this movie, for simplicity's sake, like most of the Native Americans, they can speak English, like, and they can speak English like in a very modern accent, which is and they speak like teenagers, which I thought was like a very interesting take. And it is primarily, I think, done to make the characters more relatable to the audience. One of the main lead is a female character uh, who's kind of like 15 or 16 years old. I think she's not even adult. Her brother is an archer, one of the top archers of the entire village, and he takes care of this girl. And and this the main protagonist girl, I'm sorry, like I didn't even make note of her name. Like she has a dog that is like a very good that is a very good like scout who which goes around and like scouts the scouts the animals and like tries to find the animals and whatnot. And in this time period, the Predator, like as in the Predator from the movie like Arnold Schwarzenegger's Predator, it lands on Earth, and it goes around like killing and like murdering people and whatnot. And it does all of this. And in while it does all of this, the girls like village, like the strongest men of the village, they are going to hunt this Predator and to be essentially hunted down. And the main protagonist girl, she tags along, and she tags along unnoticed, meaning she sneaks around just to catch the Predator and whatnot. Uh, so the thing is, like they see the girl, like who's coming like with her, and like they cannot like get rid of the girl, because like the girl is like how do I say this, uh, she's there, and they don't want her like to be a burden on them, but also at the same time they can't send her back, so she's there. And slowly the Predator kills all the different Native Americans, but like this girl escapes, and she kind of like gets into the understanding like what the Predator is and what it does rather. And with that like knowledge, she's trying to like escape and survive and whatnot. And the French are also like there, and the French, they speak French, they don't speak English like the Native Americans, like with the city like a New York or like LA accent. So the French, they kind of like come around and they try to shoot the Predator, but they kind of like get destroyed, because the Predator has all this like advanced technology. And finally, the main protagonist girl, little by little, she has the courage to understand, go with the Predator, and she's smart enough to understand its moves. And finally, she sets a trap, and she lures the Predator into a trap, and she destroys the Predator. And finally at the end, like she brings her brother in a handicap state, and also the Predator to the main village. And like she gets praised, and she becomes like the talk of the town, and she gets to, I think, like become the leader of the village or whatnot. But like this is a very interesting take on the Predator franchise, because like it starts this female lead, and it's very interesting that we have this like a Native American lead, and it is a story about Native Americans. I saw the movie Crazy Rich Asians like few years ago, when I was in New York. And also like the movies like Black Panther and whatnot. Like so you have these different movies that are making stories about different ethnicities of people, and this is about Native Americans. And it's not like some movie that's intentionally made to like showcase Native Americans, but like it is like a very you could see it's not like an intentional stereotype movie, or like an intentional woke kind of like movie, but this is like a movie to showcase Native American traditions, Native American lifestyle. And it doesn't do so in a very condescending manner of wow, like look at us, we're making this movie or whatnot. Like so this is a very interesting take on how Native Americans lived, and it is a story told by them, and it is not some lead American or like white protagonist like trying to save the Native Americans. It's not a white savior story. It is a story about with Native American protagonists in a Native American situation where they kind of like end up winning. So it's a story almost like about them, told by them rather than told by the other person or whatnot, which I think like is an interesting take on Hollywood, and I think like other movies should do all that. Thank you. Do watch this movie in like theaters. I mean, not, it's no longer theaters. Do buy it on Blu-ray.